It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Conditions across the Ozarks this morning are starting out kind of cold. We're in the teens again to start this morning, and there's a little bit of cloud cover out there. In fact, if you look at the radar picture, there are some snow showers falling up in central Missouri this morning. I don't think this is going to impact the Ozarks too much today, but what we will see is a few peaks of morning sunshine and then cloud cover that takes over as we head into the second half of your Thursday. Increasing clouds, that's a headline today. You'll want to bundle up as you head out the door this morning. Much like yesterday, though, we are going to make it above freezing. However, I think there will be less sunshine. So the temperatures will help out with melting off some of the snowpack, hopefully improving road conditions in a few spots. And then, unfortunately, we are going to see really cold temperatures build into the region again tomorrow, and we will be below freezing then for a couple of days. Numbers this morning are in the upper teens. It's about 17 degrees in Springfield. We do have low pressure that's expected to move through the area, which may result in some snow or even some freezing drizzle much later this evening and overnight tonight. It's possible that areas southeast of Springfield late tonight see a little bit of winter weather that could make conditions kind of slick. So something to keep in mind if you live in one of those locations and you haven't seen a whole lot in terms of bad roads, well, you may see a little bit of a slick area arise overnight tonight into early Friday morning. What everyone will experience on Friday morning is the bitter cold that's set to settle back into the Ozarks. So it feels strange to say enjoy the 30s today, but enjoy the 30s because it is going to be much colder come Friday and Saturday. In fact, wind chill values, they're going to be back into the low single digits early tomorrow morning. A north wind sets up in the Ozarks. Friday looks like a windy day, and we won't have temperatures that are going to complement that too well. We'll see highs on Friday in the 20s with the north wind gusting to 20 miles an hour. It'll feel like teens all day, and wind chill values on Saturday morning will be dangerous with negative 15 possible for the early morning hours. So that bitter cold once again settles in for the weekend. When I look at the long range forecast, there are maybe a few chances for some winter weather here. I mentioned that one chance southeast of the Springfield area for late tonight into early tomorrow. Beyond that, I think there is at least a small chance for maybe a coating of snow on Sunday evening. We'll have to monitor trends for that through the rest of the week. And then the next bigger chance for precip looks like it'll come by the middle of next week on Wednesday. And at this point, it looks like that could be a combination of rain and snow or one or the other. So kind of stay tuned on that. But the temperature profile, at least by then, will be a little bit better than what we're dealing with this weekend. Highs today, I've got 37 in Springfield. We're one of the warmer locations today. Overnight tonight, though, our temperatures are going to plummet. We'll be back down into the low teens. Factor in the wind, it'll feel worse. We'll then head to about 0 for Saturday morning. It is going to be the coldest morning of this forecast, and Saturday afternoon, we will stay well below the freezing point. It'll still be cold on Sunday, but I think we do get some sunshine for the weekend, so hopefully we'll start to see our conditions improve across the area. Around the country, what's making headlines? It's that precipitation continues for the Pacific Northwest. That happens over the next couple of days. Low elevation rainfall, high elevation snowfall for our friends in the Pacific Northwest. We also have frigid temperatures that are set to continue for the eastern United States. That's for at least the next couple of days. And a coastal low is going to develop in the southeast off the Gulf, bring another winter storm to the mid-Atlantic and the Northeast this weekend that could be very impactful and once again dump a lot of snow up on the northeastern portion of the country, who of course were also impacted by, I'll call it round one, that came through last weekend. So very active across the Ozarks, but also across the country. There have been several winter storms, and it looks like the first half of February will follow suit. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. Here it is. Which 19th century naval officer and scientist is credited with coining the term forecast and issuing the first daily weather predictions in a newspaper? Have you heard of this? Do you think it is A, Sir Francis Beaufort, B, Luke Howard, C, Anders Celsius, or D, Robert Fitzroy? Well, if you knew it, it was D. Congrats. Robert Fitzroy is the proper answer. He was credited with issuing a forecast in the newspaper for which lots of folks started to rely on. And of course, you know the rest. It went wild, and everyone started issuing forecasts in their local newspaper to stay informed and stay connected with the forecast. All right, here's the trivia question that I'll leave you with for tomorrow. How many sides does a snowflake have? Do you think it's A, 5, B, 6 sides, C, 8 sides, or D? It depends. Give me a guess. You can do that at the website. It's aroundtheozarks.com. One winner every week wins $25 to Chicken Salad Chick. It is free to enter, so head on over to the website and find this under contests. Thanks so much to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Have a great one. We'll chat again early tomorrow.